the only unsolved hijacking case in the history of commercial aviation. On the afternoon of November 24, 1971, Thanksgiving Eve, a white male, 6 feet 1 inch tall, 170 to 175 pounds, age mid-40s, parted on left-boarded Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305, he settled in his aisle seat at the rear of the 727, then he handed a note to Florence Schaffner, a 23-year-old flight attendant. "I have a bomb in my briefcase," it read. "I want you to sit next to me." This man was known as D.B. Cooper. Schaffner did as instructed. Cooper told her the rest of his demands, $200,000 and 4 parachutes, delivered on landing at Seattle-Tacoma Airport. While police and airline staff on the ground scrambled to assemble the money and chutes, the pilots flew in circles above Seattle. Passengers were told that a minor mechanical issue had forced the plane to burn fuel, prolonging a flight that would normally take 30 minutes. After 3.5 hours in the air, the 727 finally landed. Having received his money and parachutes, Cooper dismissed all 36 passengers and 2 of the 6 crew members. The plane refueled and took off for Cooper's next requested destination, Mexico, via Reno and Yuma to refuel. During the first leg, with the crew in the cockpit, Cooper lowered the rear stairs and parachuted into a thunderstorm. Cooper had taken his ransom note back from the flight attendant, so investigators were unable to examine it. Cooper did leave a few traces behind, though, some cigarette butts, a hair on the headrest of his seat and a clip-on necktie, which he tore from his collar before hurtling himself from the plane. Unfortunately, the FBI could not get any fingerprints from the items. The FBI followed thousands of leads to find Cooper, considering more than 800 suspects in the 5 years following the incident. Though it was initially believed that Cooper was a battle-scarred skydiver, perhaps a paratrooper, further analysis found that he was likely no expert. No experienced parachutist would have jumped in the pitch-black night, in the rain, with a 200-mile-an-hour wind in his face, wearing loafers and a trench coat, said FBI Special Agent Larry Carr in 2007. Investigators also thought Cooper acted alone. If he had worked with an accomplice, he would have requested a much more specific flight path rather than saying fly to Mexico and jumping out when visibility was poor. In the wake of the hijacking, the Federal Aviation Administration ordered that Cooper vanes, named after the elusive DB, must be installed in all Boeing 727 aircraft. A Cooper vane is a small latch fitted to the outside of all planes with rear stairs. The latch prevents anyone from opening the door mid-flight, just as D.B. Cooper did as he leaped into the air and vanished into obscurity. In 1980, an 8-year-old child called Brian Ingram was digging in the sand on the banks of Washington's Columbia River when he found a bundle of rotting $20 bills totaling $5,800. When his parents contacted the police, they learned the serial numbers on the cash matched those from the stash given to D.B. Cooper. Aside from the few items left behind on the plane, this is the only material evidence found from the hijacking. 6 years after he discovered the money, Ingram was allowed to keep $2,760 of it. In 2008 he sold 15 of the fragmented $20 bills at auction for $37,433.38.